In one of South Africa's biggest slums, a restaurateur is on a mission to change the township diet by recreating traditional South African dishes with a twist. Here's VOA's Carolyn Turner.
It's lunchtime at the Four Room Foods restaurant in the heart of Cape Town's Khayelitsha township, the city's largest informal settlement where over 3 million people live. Today's menu includes a local popular dish of creamy butternut pap, homemade tomato relish, crispy onion, and a drizzle of extra virgin seed oil. The menu is unusual. Township diet consists mostly of shitsa nyama, barbecue meat, and pap, which often leads to unhealthy eating habits. But chef and owner of Four Rooms restaurant, Abigale, Mbalo, Mokoena, wants to change all that by offering local residents a balanced diet using healthier ingredients fused with some of the locally popular dishes.
I call it South African cuisine with a twist because there's so much South African culture, the diversity of South African culture into it, with a twist. It's fused, yes, with the European influences into it, but the main elements on the dish that speak out will always be element that speaks South African.
Abigale said she was inspired to improve eating habits in townships after her brother died of diabetes-related complications. Her philosophy is simple: moving away from a meat-centered lifestyle and back to traditional cooking. In keeping with that theme of fusing traditional and modern, Abigale's restaurant is designed to mimic the four-room homes of her childhood houses in the country's oldest townships, comprised of a kitchen, living room, and 2 bedrooms. Abigale started out with a food truck which offered fine dining on request, but soon branched out into the restaurant she now runs. She cooks up a storm for guests who come from all over the Western Cape. Her take on simple, typical Cape and South African dishes, turning them into fine dining dishes, has won over many critics. Amongst her most popular dishes is the famous Durban bunny chow. She uses a traditional steamed bread loaf, cuts off the top, and fills it with her own version of butter chicken. Then there's the crowd favorite, which she calls runaway chicken, an organic chicken cooked with a spicy sauce.
A cooking style and the atmosphere, it's from way back when. It took me back since my grandmother's days. It's unique, it's tasty, it's different to what we normally used to. There's modern times when we go out, we normally go to the restaurant, the well-knowns, but hers is very different. It's common things that we eat daily, but she's made it very differently with very much taste.
Well, the bunny chow is totally different from a Durban bunny chow. It's made out of a dumpling bread, which is steamed bread, which is a Xhosa bread, and it's a butter chicken. Is what I'll say it is. It sounds like a Gupta butter chicken. It is one of the best butter chicken that one can have. So I found it very delicious. It is not too spicy. It is something that will fill you up as well.
Abigale has big plans for her business and hopes to expand to every corner of South Africa and the rest of Africa.
We have plans of taking this to other parts of the continent. Hence, in the beginning, I talked about, us South Africans taking our food globally and celebrating South African food, traveling to any country and be able to order South African as you would be anywhere in the world and order Chinese. I would like to see that. Yes, definitely. But firstly, it has to spread out in South Africa, in the oldest townships of South Africa, like your Soweto, Guguletu, where it all, the forum home started. And then obviously spreading it out to other parts of the world.
The self-taught chef says she also hopes to release a cookbook. Carolyn Turner, VOA News, Washington.